Brianna Turner from the Indiana Fever firing shots towards the fan base. I kid you not. Jay just signed this poison pill. I've made 2 videos today. Look, it is what it is. Here we go. We talked about what? They wanted a strong locker room, a locker room that wasn't going to explode, a locker room that wasn't going to blow up. The Indiana Fever clearly...
It seems like Turner recently went on a heated rant about Caitlin Clark's fans, and let's be honest, it's giving off some serious bitterness. Caitlin Clark's impressive rookie season has definitely been the talk of the league, but not everyone is thrilled about it. Turner, a seasoned veteran, clearly feels like she's being overshadowed, and she's making sure people are aware of how she feels.
To 25.
That's the trouble, isn't it? For Manville on defense is you have to try and spread around to cover the guards. Hillsman is just sitting right there underneath the basket.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest WNBA drama.
Really think I wasn't going to say anything about this? I mean, there's no way. This person is like the activist. Of course not. I wasn't going to just let that go. I mean, I would be the biggest hypocrite ever if I did.
Brianna Turner has been part of the WNBA since 2019. She's known for her strong defense, being a 2-time All-Defensive Team selection, and a shot-blocking powerhouse. Now, she's joining the Indiana Fever with hopes of giving her career a fresh start.
Free foul for the rest of the quarter and a half. Fisher underneath to Turner, right at the rim, and that's way too deep.
Here's where it gets interesting. Turner's stats last season were a step back. Her points, rebounds, and minutes all took a dip. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, a rookie, came in and stole all the spotlight. Let's just say, Turner's not too happy about it. She's watching this first-year player get all the attention while she, as a veteran, feels ignored. You can almost feel her frustration when she talks about it.
Was worrying about her stance that she had taken against the fan base and yada, yada, yada. In the past, we all, as soon as we saw the signing, we went, oh, man, I don't know how this is going to go. It doesn't sound great. Is she actually going to keep her hands off of her off her phone, the Twitter feed? Are you going to keep your Twitter fingers to yourself? The answer is absolutely not. She's already blown up the Indiana Fever locker room, and yeah.
Now, things really heat up. Brianna Turner recently went off on Caitlin Clark's fans, calling them delusional for hyping her up too much. She made it clear she's fed up with all the attention Clark is getting. Let's be real, it definitely feels like jealousy and bitterness. It's almost like she's asking, why isn't it me? Turner called out Clark's fans, saying they act like she's the only player in the league. Her message? I've been here for years, where's my hype? And honestly, that's the thing. Clark stepped into the WNBA and, as a rookie, became one of the most talked about players. Meanwhile, Turner is still trying to prove she deserves that same level of recognition. This isn't just a rant, it's a plea for attention. Turner is clearly tired of being overlooked while a 22-year-old rookie is
1,000 fans on average before Caitlin Clark showed up, and then they jumped to about 16,000, 17,000, something like that. Viewership of what? 450,000 viewers. Jumped all the way up. We saw games that got as many as what? The playoff game got 2.64 million or something like that. I mean, we're talking about massive increases in a fandom.
Let's be honest, Turner's rant isn't just about Caitlin Clark's fans. It's more about her own career struggles. She's been in the league since 2019, worked hard, and made a name for herself as a defensive powerhouse, but she's never been in the headlines like that. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark steps into the WNBA and instantly becomes the face of the league. That's got to hurt. Then, Turner tweeted a message saying, "Friendly reminder that I am against all forms of discrimination, including racism, sexism, homophobia, misogyny, and transphobia. I often advocate against these practices. Feel free to unfollow, mute, or block me if that bothers you. Always protect your peace."
I wonder, does that go for you too if you criticize white folks? Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that out. No, I did so.
Turner's frustration isn't exactly new. We've seen this before, veteran players watching young stars come in and steal the spotlight. But instead of embracing the change, Turner is lashing out. The funniest part? Caitlin Clark isn't even the one stirring the pot, It's her fans, and that's what's really got Turner riled up. Now, let's talk about the Indiana Fever. Despite all the drama, Turner is still trying to find her place on a team with a real shot at a title. The Fever have been stacking up talent with players like Brianna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and, of course, Caitlin Clark. Turner's role is supposed to be adding defensive depth, but honestly, with the way she's speaking, she might bring more drama than defense.
For an Indiana Fever team looking to improve defensively this season, Brianna Turner should be just what the doctor ordered. Turner is a rim protector, high-level rebounder, and all-around defensive stalwart.
If Turner really wants to make an impact, she needs to let go of this Clark obsession and focus on her own game. Right now, all the energy she's putting into being upset about Clark's popularity isn't helping her at all. The Fever aren't signing players for their rants, they're signing them to win games. On top of that, Turner's reuniting with Sophie Cunningham, but before we even get a chance to see what she brings to the table, she drops this huge tweet.
She finished second in the league in blocks in 2020 and fourth in 2022. And the shots she doesn't get a hand on, she still affects.
When a newly signed player posts a statement like this, it's more than just sharing their personal stance, it's sending a clear message. Turner wants to come across as someone who stands firmly against all forms of discrimination, setting the tone for how she wants to be seen by both fans and the media. It's not just about taking a position, it's about shaping her public image. At the same time, this tweet feels like a preemptive move. Why? Because athletes rarely post statements like this without a reason. Maybe she's faced backlash in the past for speaking out, or perhaps she's anticipating some controversy over something she said or is about to say.
Including some major performances, like a 23.17 rebound effort in the 2021 playoffs. She had 16 rebounds in a playoff game in 2022.
Then there's the subtle challenge in her words. Feel free to unfollow, mute, or block me if that is bothersome to you. That's not just a casual remark, it's a dare. It shows that she's not here to please anyone who might have an issue with her stance. And the phrase, always protect your peace, adds another layer. It's a reminder that this isn't just about taking a stand, it's also about self-preservation. Whether it's directed at herself or her audience, the message is clear: don't waste energy on negativity. In a way, this connects back to why she posted in the first place. Turner knows backlash is coming, but she's making it clear that it won't faze her. Could it be that Brianna's already starting off on the wrong foot?
Fans, something came across my Twitter earlier. I asked, is this one of her deleted posts from back in the day? They said, well, probably. This is probably, it was certainly one of her ex-Twitter takes. And I was like, well, who's got the deleted ones? You know, the internet's forever. Seriously. It's a bad situation. It is.
Staying on the same thread, she also posted, I will not bend the knee or change my online advocacy efforts to appease others. While I anticipate receiving criticism, hostility, and invalidation, I will not tolerate discrimination. If I am not for you, there are about 150 other W players you can support instead. This statement makes it crystal clear that she's standing her ground and refusing to bend to anyone's expectations. It shows a level of defiance, which suggests she's likely had a history of speaking out on causes she believes in, whether it's social justice, gender equality, or other causes she's passionate about. But, is it a bit too early for such a bold stance?
The WNBA. Natasha Howard has finished on all defensive team ballots 3 times in her career, and importantly, when they aren't on the floor.
The thread continues with, I have interests and a life outside of my playing career. I do not expect or crave validation from social media. I have low expectations for Twitter and I'm aware many will reject my takes. I literally have a master's in social justice and human rights, so of course I speak up. Brianna Turner has spent the entire offseason firing off political tweets, making sure everyone knows exactly where she stands on every social issue. She's been loud, opinionated, and unapologetic about her views. But now, after signing with the Indiana Fever, she's suddenly saying she needs peace? It's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it?
Honestly, let's be real. Was there maybe like 5 players in the whole league you really would think the Indiana Fever would have tried to stay away from, and she was probably one of them?
This is classic behavior: stir the pot all off-season, make everything about activism, and then act surprised when people push back. Turner made it clear she doesn't expect or crave validation from social media, yet here she is complaining about the criticism she's getting. What did she expect? She put herself right in the middle of every heated debate she could find, and now she wants a break? That's not how it works. And let's not forget the timing, she just joined the Indiana Fever, a team already dealing with drama because of Caitlin Clark's massive stardom. The Fever are under a microscope, and Turner knows it. Now, she's trying to play both sides, acting like a strong, independent voice one minute, then complaining about needing peace the next. It feels like damage control, like she's realizing that non-stop activism isn't going to win over the Fever's growing fan base.
5 to shoot. Enrique, they got a piece of it taken away up ahead to DeShields. Chance for Chicago to take the lead.
If Turner really wanted peace, she could have spent the off-season training, improving her game, and getting ready for the season ahead. Instead, she chose to be politically loud, and now that she's in the spotlight, she suddenly wants quiet. Maybe the real issue isn't that she needs peace, it's that she can't handle the response to her own actions. Signing with the Indiana Fever means she only spent one season alongside the self-proclaimed rebound queen, Angel Reese. Let's be real, maybe she had enough of the non-stop boards and larger-than-life presence that came with playing with Reese. Battling in the paint and chasing down second-chance points with Reese is a lot, but after just one season, Turner is off to Indiana, joining a stacked roster with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Austin, and Dananna Bonner.
There in the corner, gets out of trouble. The post up. Anyanwede, a cutting Turner. That's one way to get out of trouble.
Could this move signal that Turner wanted a fresh start? Maybe she wasn't feeling the Angel Reese show, where rebounding is a one-woman act and social media attention follows Reese wherever she goes. Turner, known for her elite defense and shot blocking, might have felt overshadowed, or even underutilized, while playing in Chicago. Her minutes dropped significantly, and her stats took a hit. So, could she have been frustrated with the way things were being run? It's definitely possible.
Dejanay Carrington. Look, we wanted Nalissa Smith gone. Nalissa Smith looks pretty good right now, frankly. That's being honest. Kennedy Carter, Brianna Turner.
Now in Indiana, Turner gets to be part of a team with championship ambitions where she can bring her veteran experience to a squad loaded with young stars, and let's not forget Caitlin Clark is the headline grabber in women's basketball right now. If Turner wanted a team that gets attention but still has a balanced approach to winning, Indiana was the perfect choice. So did she leave Chicago because she was tired of playing alongside Angel Reese? Maybe, or maybe she just saw a better opportunity in Indiana. Either way, she's moved on, and now she's got a shot at proving she's more than just a defensive specialist. She's a difference maker on a team that's looking to go all the way up.